Wow. Just wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Okay, so JP went under maintenance again, and they're under a 4-hour maintenance. Well, based on the time of me recording, it's 4 hours, and by the time you're watching, it's probably in like another 2 hours. But we have leaks. Shout out to the Dokkan subreddit for this information about the extreme Z Awakening of the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku and oh my Lanta. So the Extreme Z Awakening is to where you can increase the level cap of unit to 140. So that's 10 levels under an LR. And they're supposed to be getting an increased buff. You know, for example, their passive is supposed to be getting buffed, the leader ability, of course, their stats. So now we have information as to what those buffs are and how big they are. And I am I'm impressed. I am very impressed. So information here as according to the Dokkan subreddit, of course, shout out to them, by the way. So starting off, we're going to level them up with increments of 5. So increments of 5 being from 120, 125, 125, 130, 130, all the way up to 140, of course. So how they have is that you're going to be leveling up a unit, well, Z Awakening them, I should say, from 120 to 125. Then you have to level the Super Attack up from Super Attack 10 and Super Attack 11. Then from that point, you can level them up from 125 to 130, and Super Attack 11 and Super Attack 12. So as you level up the actual level of the character, you then have to level up the Super Attack level of them as well as you go. So you can't, for example, you can't just do the level and then do Super Attack later, or vice versa. You have to do them all together, and with doing them together as they go on, that allow you to continue to level them up all the way up to 140. Now the buffs are broken at level 130 and Super Attack 13. This man leader ability changing. Now currently he has 3 key, 3000 attack for EDL units. That goes away. He gets Super Vegeta leader ability of 3 key and 70% HP attack and defense to AGL types. Yes, this man turns into a god leader at level 130. Wow, that's busted. That is, dude. Well, first of all, the leader ability these days aren't busted, but the fact that he gets that at level cap of 130. I mean, he's such an outdated card, and that's still a very viable leader ability, even up to the standards that you can still run that. You can run him as leader and then bring like a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta friend, or you could bring LR Goten and Trunks friend as well. So that can work out quite perfectly, you know, in terms of like the friend you bring. Impressive, very impressive. Now once you get to level 140 in Super Attack 15, the passive changes and it becomes quite interesting. Now he currently has 100% attack up for the first 7 turns of a rotation, and that changes. So he gets 120% attack up for the first 7 turns, and at third turn he gets 70% defense. So he gets a defense increase, and he gets an attack increase, and the turn restriction is the same, but he'll always have the 70% defense, so that's pretty much always there. And the attack is very huge, so he's like a mini Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because Vegeta has 120% attack and defense. He has 120% attack but 70% defense, but his attack portion has restriction, but it's not horrible because these days you're beating bosses within around 7 turns anyway, so it's not horrible. Now, the biggest surprise is the disgusting buff of his stats. Now at level 125, his HP is 11,400, attack is 10,406, and defense is 5,547. As you go along, these stats will increase, of course. So him going up to level 130 now, he gets 13,300 HP, 12,140 attack, and 6,472 defense. All the way up to max 140. His stats before any dupe system: 17,100 HP, attack is 15,609, defense is 8,321. Like, that's LR. That is LR stats before dupe system, guy. Once again, before dupe system. This is before Ginsman orbs. Like, it is wow, it's insane. The last part of this is that when getting Super Attack 15, his Super Attack changes, so he now gets the Dragon Fist Extreme. So whatever that means, you have Extreme brackets next to Super Attack. So I don't know if that's like a different Super Attack, you know, animation. I hope it is like a different animation to the Dragon Fist. It should be amazing. I love it. I want to see it. He gets immense damage, and he can now greatly lower defense, because before he just lowered defense, he can now greatly lower. The stat improvements the overall buff to the cards, the leader ability, the passive, the immense damage modifier, wow, just speechless. This card is good. He's a staple on almost every team. Like, he's kind of better than the Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku now. Like, bro, like, any team, well, you can run both of them in the same, what I'm talking about, you can run both of them. You can run the Tech one and also the Super Saiyan 3 AGL one because, you know, one is the Angel and one is not, so, that, okay, whatever. Bro, like, he's so good. Like, I'm gonna Extreme Z Awakening all the way to level 140. I'm definitely gonna try to do a showcase of him. I'm gonna try to max him out all the way, guys. Like, I am so excited for this card. Like, this card is fire. Like, you guys need to be looking out for this card because he is exciting, man. Like, it's fun to have something interesting in Dokkan to where it is, you know, it's gonna add challenge. Well, it's not challenging. I'm sure the process to awaken the unit is challenging, but with Super Fist Battle Road being so difficult, these kind of cards are now warranted. Like, we need this in the game. We need the cards that are kind of busted because the mode is so difficult that we actually need help. So I love it, man. Like, I love the way they're doing this Limit Break, you know, the Extreme Z Awakening. It makes a unit so relevant. Like, this guy is so viable. Like, it's not even funny how freaking amazing he is. Like, wow. So guys, I cannot wait for this drop, and I'm definitely going to be doing a showcase of it when it does drop because I'm going to try my best to make sure the man is at Super Attack 15, level 140. And I'm going to do system buffs I can possibly give him. I might have a dupe or two in dupe system. I might have to check that one out. But yeah, so please get a video like down below. If you're not, please subscribe. Go ahead and do so. And let me know what you think down below as to what the Extreme Z Awakening is, or what you think of it, I should say. So I'll see you next time, guys. And yeah, bye-bye.